Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of Stephen King's IT like I am, or just love a good horror series that digs into small-town nightmares, you're in for a treat. Today we're diving deep into episode 2 of IT, Welcome to Derry, titled The Lanes. This prequel series is set in Derry, Maine, 27 years before the events of the original IT movies, and episode 2 ramps up the chills while fleshing out our Young Losers Club. I'm breaking this down in a teaching way, no spoilers beyond what's fair for review, so you can appreciate how the creators build suspense, honor King's lore, and make you question what's real in Derry. We'll cover the plot essentials, character arcs, horror techniques, themes, and my final verdict. Grab your popcorn or flashlight, and let's walk through this episode like we're mapping Derry's haunted streets together. Before we jump in, a super quick refresher. Episode 1 introduced us to 1962 Derry, a seemingly idyllic town hiding dark secrets. We met young versions of familiar faces like Bill Denbrough, as a kid grappling with loss, and new characters like Sheriff Mike Hanlon's dad, Will, and the tough-talking Nevins. Pennywise's shadow loomed with that creepy balloon intro, and we saw the first hints of Derry's cycle of violence. Episode 2 picks up right there, narrowing in on the lanes, Derry's rundown, fog-shrouded alleys where kids dare each other to go and bad things happen. Think of it as the episode where the group starts forming and Pennywise tests his first victim. This structure teaches us something key about horror TV. Recaps aren't just filler. They remind you of the town's rotten luck pattern from King's book: fires, disappearances, disasters every 27 years. By episode 2, you're hooked because it feels personal, like Derry's pulling you in. Let's teach this plot like a roadmap. Episode 2 runs about 55 minutes, split into 3 acts that mirror a classic King story: setup, confrontation, and a haunting twist. It opens with kids whispering about the lanes, a maze of abandoned mill alleys where Derry's forgotten souls wander. Our young Bill, played with wide-eyed vulnerability by a newcomer who nails the stutter, sneaks out with his brother Georgie for a forbidden adventure. This sets up the stakes. Curiosity kills in Derry. We get vivid flashbacks to the town's history, teaching you how the lanes were built on old logging paths, now choked with rust and regret. Directors use tight shots and echoing sounds, drip of water, distant laughter, to make you feel trapped. It's teaching moment 1. Horror thrives on everyday places, turning evil. Enter the proto-losers, Richie with his glasses and wise cracks, Eddie clutching his inhaler like a security blanket, and Bev smoking in secret. They converge on the lanes during a rainstorm, dared by local bullies. Here the episode shines by weaving personal backstories. Bill's family grief hits hard. We see how his parents' denial mirrors Derry's collective amnesia. Newcomer characters like Christine, a nod to King's Car horror, add fresh blood, showing how Pennywise preys on outcasts. Action peaks in a chase sequence that's pure 80s throwback. Think Stand By Me meets Stranger Things. No gore overload. It's psychological, teaching us Pennywise doesn't just kill, he corrupts. The climax circles back to Georgie's innocence, clashing with Derry's underbelly. A revelation ties the lanes to an old town scandal, hinting at ancient evil beneath the streets. It ends on a cliffhanger that screams, "Binge me." Without spoiling, it plants seeds for Pennywise's origin, making you rethink the clown's immortality. Runtime feels perfect, not rushed, but every scene earns its place. Pro tip for watching: notice the color grading. Blues and grays dominate until Pennywise's orange-red balloon pops, visual teaching on how color signals dread. Character deep dives: who grows, who haunts. Horror lives or dies by its people. And episode 2 teaches character development like a masterclass. Let's break down the standouts. Young Bill Denbrough. The heart. His stutter isn't gimmicky. It's a barrier he fights, symbolizing Derry's silence voices. Actor's performance teaches vulnerability as strength. By episode's end, Bill's first leadership spark ignites the losers. Georgie Denbrough. Pure tragedy fuel. We learn his paperboat obsession ties to family lore, humanizing him beyond first victim. It's a teaching tool. King's kids aren't props. They're mirrors for adult fears. Please wait a moment and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Richie, Eddie, and Bev, proto-losers. Richie's jokes mask pain, abusive dad vibes. Eddie's hypochondria screams helicopter mom, and Bev's edge hints at future fire. They bond organically, teaching group dynamics. Losers unite against the dark. Adults like Will Hanlon and Sheriff, they ground the supernatural. Will's war stories echo King's Vietnam-era themes, showing how grown-ups fail kids. Nevin's, the bully turned ally tease, adds grit. Pennywise appears briefly but impactfully. Bill Skarsgård's successor channels the original's glee without overdoing it. Voice work is Chef's kiss, whispers that burrow into your brain. Horror techniques, how they scare smart, want to learn horror filmmaking. Episode 2 is a textbook. First, sound design. Creaking wood, child giggles morphing to shrieks. It's ASMR gone wrong. Taught me how audio builds 80% of tension. Second, jump scares versus dread. Only 2 jumps, but constant unease via Dutch angles, tilted cameras for instability, and negative space, what's in the shadows. Third, King Easter eggs, references to the black spot fire, turtle symbols, and Deadlights. For franchise fans, it's rewarding. Newbies get context via dialogue. Practical effects win. Clown makeup wrinkles realistically, no CGI cheese. Compared to 2017/2019 films, it's grittier, less glossy, teaching evolution in adaptation. Themes explained. Derry's deeper lessons, cycle of violence. Derry eats its young every generation. Episode 2 shows early signs. Mill accidents, missing pets, mirroring real small-town decay. Fear as weapon. Pennywise feeds on personal terrors. Bill fears failure. Others fear abandonment. Lesson, face it together. Nostalgia's dark side, 1962. Americana, soda shops, bikes, contrast horror, teaching how innocence amplifies evil. Community complicity. Adults ignore signs like real-life cover-ups. Relatable for us 25 to 55 crowd-juggling jobs, kids and buried traumas. It's not preachy. Stories drive points home. Cinematography. Sweeping drone shots of Derry's foggy woods contrast claustrophobic lanes. Teaches rule of thirds for emotional framing. Echoes the original film's piano stabs, but adds folk guitar for 60s vibe. Composer nails unease without overpowering. Slow burns to sprints, perfect for TV. Budget shows in sets. Lanes feel lived in, not studio fake. One nitpick, a dialogue line feels on the nose, but it sets up lore clearly. Connections to IT franchise, prequel, payoff for book/movie buffs, episode 2 bridges gaps. It explains why Bill fixates on Georgie, hints at Henry's origin, and teases the ritual of Chud. Unlike 2017's Kid Focus, this adult-kid blend teaches fuller world building. If you love Stranger Things or The Haunting of Hill House, it's that vibe with clown terror. Episode 2 elevates Welcome to Derry to must-watch status. 9 out of 10, loses a point for minor pacing dips, but nails heart, scares, and homage. It teaches that great horror remembers. Monsters are metaphors for real pain. Stream on Max now. Season 1 finale looms. What did you think? Did the lanes creep you out? Drop comments below. Like, subscribe for more breakdowns. Next, episode 3. Hit notifications. Derry's calling.